having an older brother to grow up with, obviously it's great because I've always got someone to set an example, you know, whether it's how to get ahead in school or how to do well in sport or what not to wear. And he's still setting that example today, so that's great. That's great. No, it's great having a brother and having someone who always kind of set high standards. I find for me, sibling rivalry is a big motivator. You know, I always want to outdo Jonathan, thankfully, and something I'll always be thankful to you for is you always set high standards, but you never did anything that I couldn't exceed. So, thanks for that. That was always good. And growing up with Jonathan as well, obviously for those of you who've known him a while, really ambitious guy, competitive and stubborn, just like all the Kohlers are here today, I guess. So good luck with that, Rachel. But what I would say is that he's actually changed a lot in the last few years, and he really has. And I'm just going to set a bit of context for that. So when Jonathan first moved down to London, well, he was in Clapham at this time, and me and my beautiful girlfriend Kirsty decided we'd go and see him. And really, we just had the free accommodation in London, and he happened to live there. So that's what we were doing. So we went down to see him in Clapham, and at that point, Jonathan thought he was going to run the city. And so we got there and we said, you know, we've been travelling all day. We could do just a mooch around Clapham. You can show us where you live and that kind of thing. So we were walking around, and you know, we've been travelling all day. We just got there, so we said, can we just nip in here and grab a coffee? So Jonathan pulls out his BlackBerry, checks his calendar, checks his watch, and there's a clock function on his BlackBerry, so I didn't know what he was doing that for. But he said, we've got time for an espresso only, anything else is dead time. So we had an espresso, and I just think, you know, if you contrast that with the guy who he now hosts vintage tea parties in his back garden. I mean, that's a big difference from the guy who despised dead time 30 years ago. And he's changed a lot. But seriously, for me, those changes are because, this is serious now, because he's in love, and he's found love, and that's changed him, and he's mellowed, and he needed to mellow, so that's good. But he's in love, and he's calm, and he's content, and happy with life, and that's beautiful to see, it really is. It makes me happy to see, and it means a lot. So, and I know Chris wants to say a few things about his older brother as well, so I'll pass it over to Chris.
Again, sorry. So, again, So, when me and Don were appointed best men, we obviously thought about a big day, and started sending emails, looking at places to stay, and like really important big day. So we looked at organising a stag do. So we managed to organise to go to Munich. So I think all that needs to be said, I think we duly delivered boys. It was a really good weekend. Cheers, Rami. Sorry about that. Rami got home at 3 o'clock in the morning. Sorry about that. But I think that all needs to be said about the stag do is Jonathan was the only one of the group to be led away in handcuffs and handed to the police. So you can ask him about that later. We won't delve into what happened, but ask him about that. I don't know if that's the first Rachel's heard about it, I'm not sure. Yeah, again, Jonathan's my big brother, and there's always been a role model to me, as Dom said. In more recent times, you are the smallest, shortest, fattest brother, and I'm the biggest. But you are my big brother, and someone I'll always look up to. And a bit sloppy, but he's always there for me and Dom. But when in times of trouble and times when I needed it, he's always been there for me. So thanks for that. But I know he'll always be there for Rachel as well. I'd also like to thank the bridesmaids who, look, again, as Rachel absolutely splendid, don't the bridesmaids who got to the beautiful. So, first one is for Hannah.
Hannah. And this is Jenny. We should have just leave them help yourself. Rebecca. Lauren.
And this is for Rosemary.
And look at the bride, Rosemary. And the bride as well. There we go.
Okay, so very well done to the bridesmaids for getting Rachel there on time. You're out here kicking and screaming, but so yeah, I'd like to just finally finish off with just saying I'm absolutely made up for my brother, and I think it'll be embarrassing to know, but when Rachel was coming in, we got a nod off Steve, and I think you were already well enough, and it sort of kicked me and Tom off, so it was absolutely made up for my brother. I'm so happy for him, happy that he's together. And sorry, and I'm sure you'll make an absolutely fantastic husband to Rachel, as will Rachel make an excellent wife to Jonathan, so that's all I need to say.
Okay, we'll walk you through the form because someone once said to me, a good speech is like a good skirt, so it's long enough to cover everything, but short enough to keep you interested. So, I have a few jokes about Rachel, but they were all involving the 12 dresses that she bought and the 6 venues, but I think they've been covered. But, I mean, it's been an amazing day, so, you know, you've got career in event management, if it all goes no, it's been great, and it's an honour to stand here today and welcome the Perellas into the family, and, you know, all be here as one big family, and that's just great. So really, there's nothing else for us to say apart from, could you all join me in standing up and raising your glasses
We have to stay seated.
to the husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Kohler. I wish you all the happiness in the world, we both do. Thank you.